My name is Andrew Mashanda. I'm the head of business and commercial banking for Africa regions and our offshore businesses. We are heavily focused in investing in the sectors that are driving growth across Africa. So if you look at our investments in infrastructure, financing infrastructure projects, our investments in agriculture, the manufacturing sector, mining and metals, mining and industries related to that, and all the supporting ecosystems for those main industrial sectors. That's where our focus is. But for us to have a sustainable and a long-term impact on the communities we are serving ultimately, is you have to have a long-term view on these investments. So what's embedded within our own processes is a view around how we socially engage with the communities that are within the areas where we are financing. So it's a very important and integral part of the way we look at any financing project. I mean, one of the things that we really pride ourselves in is, apart from just investing to grow the markets within which we operate, but it's also to build the markets within which we operate. So one of the things that we can do is to protect the environment, because ultimately the environment belongs to all of us. And whatever we do in the short term must actually have a view around how we sustain this particular environment within which we operate for future generations to come. That's very well embedded in our core values as an organization, but also in our ways of working in absolutely everything we do. Yeah, we've taken a very strategic view around, sustainability loans, renewable energy, because we do understand the impact, the absence of reliable, affordable energy supply for the continent means. If you look at the impact we have of deforestation, where people are actually using firewood to warm their houses, to cook, it does show you that in the process of trying to sort out the issues of renewable energy, we do have another resource we need to protect, which is the environment, the trees upon which we are dependent for our oxygen and for sustaining our own environment. So we do have a very clear policy around ensuring that we are focused on investing in sustainable financing, and it is for the protection of the planet and for generations to come, as I mentioned earlier. I can give an example of what we've done in Eswatini with the SOMI group, where we've helped them transition to solar energy to power up their plant. They've been relying, particularly for energy, on the national grid, which has not always delivered reliably to their needs as a client. So we stepped in and financed them to the tune of 20 million emalangeni to build solar energy to supplement the energy they were getting from the national grid. And again, that's one way and an example of how we've stepped in and looked at renewable energy as a source of energy for our client, but also as a way of creating sustainability in their business, given the infrastructure challenges. We've not looked at 2050 as an event. So we've started investing in 2050 already. The work that needs to be done has already started. We've started influencing our clients in the way in which they think about their businesses into the future. We've started weaving this objective into our ways of working today. So everything we do today has that futuristic view. Some of the most critical moments in our lifetime that are happening or transpiring right now for us is the B20, which Standard Bank is actually sponsoring. B20 positions Africa to shape the narrative of the global landscape in terms of the economic transformation. And we see ourselves sitting in South Africa today with South Africa's presidency of the B20 and Standard Bank's partnership. We feel that we are ideally positioned to really play a catalytic role in the economic fortunes of the continent and the role that we play within the G20 community and the globe as a whole.